Welcome to today's webinar, Nevada Household Targeting, Addressable Advertising with Cumulus Digital, part of our 2021 Build a Plan for Your Brand Marketing series. I'm Joshua Fleming, your digital sales manager here in Northern Nevada. It's a pleasure to have you with me for the next 15 minutes as we address 6 key opportunities with Cumulus Digital and addressable advertising. First, finding your ideal audience with no waste or fraud. And why is Cumulus's data better than the other guys? How do you target granularly on that household level? And what kind of ads can your business use? And if you have consumer data you've been collecting, why are you using it to retarget your best customers, people from you buying right now in their homes? And also, what reporting will you get about your campaign to prove a return on investment from Cumulus Media? First, let's talk about fraud. Did you realize that 1/3 of traditional digital campaigns are comprised of fraud, waste, ad bots, or incorrect audiences? That means that a large portion of your marketing budget ends up being wasted on the wrong targets, which in course diminishes your results and hurts your overall ad efficiency. Have you ever heard of bot farms or click bots? Well, it's not science fiction. It's real. It's interesting because we have the ability these days with technology to have these click bots that are programmed with software or a script, if you will, that is specifically used for generating invalid clicks. And it's widely used, unfortunately, in the pay-per-click industry to show growth in your campaign that was fake. Clickbots aren't as sophisticated or backed by a massive infrastructure. That is a bot farm. And the only difference between the two is that. But a decent, well-programmed clickbot is capable of much more than you can imagine. A clickbot not only can click your ad and then visit your page, a well-designed and robust clickbot can replicate human behavior, like taking several actions across your landing page, scrolling, filling the form fill mouse movement, and creating variable clicks across your website to show you erroneous information in your Google Analytics, ultimately not allowing you to see the real consumer journey. A more advanced version of a clickbot, by the way, can learn and evolve through machine learning. And clickbots are purchased and developed in-house by many digital advertising agencies to generate these invalid clicks to, unfortunately, have you think you're doing better than you actually are online. So how do you combat that? Our people-based strategy is an advanced digital marketing solution which offers differentiation from any other digital program you've seen or run before. This is an innovative approach built on transparency and accuracy. We want to find your ideal, perfect potential customer. And we start out first with a pre-selected, pre-identified population of people who exactly match the targeting parameters of your ideal customer. These are real people. Not does it only help us battle fraud and inaccurate audiences, it ensures that we're tightly focusing all of your digital media on only the people we want to see it, which ends up being more efficient for your ad spend, i.e., no waste. In fact, we're so confident in the audiences we use, we'll actually give you an export of all the names and home addresses of everyone who saw your ad in our people-based program. Talk about transparency. This, of course, is to help prove your campaign's efficacy and allowing us to really draw that connection between the ad exposed audience and your new leads and customers. So how do we do it? Well, as one of the largest media companies, Cumulus Media is focused on building a massive database comprised over 250 million profiles in scale, which encompasses about 80% of the national population. And for each of these profiles, we endeavor to collect 350 data points about these people using first, second, and third-party audience data to provide a robust understanding of who we're targeting. We accomplish this through high-speed data connections that we have with thousands of publishers, platforms, and partners that supply us with a constant feed of information about a person's online as well as offline activity. Of course, this data is ethically sourced with permission, so it's safe to use under federal guidelines. But best of all, it's not reliant on cookies. That's right, those tracking cookies you hear so much about. We're safe from being affected by some of the privacy changings that'll block ad capacities that other digital agencies are experiencing now. The focus is on building a collection of great data in our people-based strategy to become a smart solution for your marketing for your company's products and services. Now let's talk about data. Okay, so the other guys use segments, data segments. So if you're an auto intender, you may have been online looking at a new Dodge truck. Or if you're a motorcycle intender, you may have been online and clicked on an ad for a motorcycle. But what isn't known once you're part of that data segment is when you've fallen out. A lot of times you got to look at data targeting like salad. The other guys use segments, audience segments. So it's kind of like, buying a pre-made garden salad or pre-made Caesar salad or pre-made Greek salad or even a Cobb salad. Heck, there's all sorts of different types of salad. But sometimes all you want is a salad bar. And that's truly what Cumulus data is. We allow you to pick and choose the ideal audience for you. The point really is that the other guys are also doing addressable geofencing and addressable delivery of advertising messages on a granular level to household. The difference is the data. They may be using providers like credit bureaus, where we use all sorts of data points. In fact, our audience accuracy with no fraud, waste, or uncertainty allows you to know the identity of everyone you're targeting. We have a real-time fire hose of detailed information, meaning it's a more complete profile on everyone. Our mobile capabilities allow us to leverage our data to target individuals across mobile apps they're using on their devices. Plus, we have multi-channel coverage, allowing cross-platform and cross-device reach. And we are able to prove those results not only through the performance of your campaign, but providing you a match back of all the individuals we targeted, as well as proving the foot traffic to your location. Now, how do we do this? We do this by giving you your own unique username and password to our digital portal to watch your campaign. This dashboard is semi-live, meaning it's yesterday's results every day at 6 a.m. So how do we target on this granular level? We were talking about that just a moment ago with our database. Well, what's unique about this opportunity is that we can look inside an individual's buying habits in real time and look for them. So let's take this example on your screen. This is Anna, and she's a hardworking homeowner with an AC unit that she needs to replace by next summer. She knows it'll be costly, so the research begins. She starts educating herself online, and she's months away from a purchase. We identify her and others fitting her profile through our people-based marketing count system, and we're able to select a specific audience and those characteristics, and then pinpoint your campaign to find that ideal individual looking for your product or service. Now, here's a big bonus. If you have a database of addresses of your customers, we can target those households as well. More about that later. First, let's talk about addressable geofencing around a specific property line. This is really unique because what it allows us to do is serve either static or motion-based display and video ads to these devices within a home. Using addressable geofencing, we target individual homes who are most likely to buy your product or service. Now, what's interesting is your business can combine household data with an address to create a personalized marketing message directly to all the persons living in that home. In fact, on average, we identify about 4.5 devices per home and serve up to 4 ads per device per day, targeting people directly in their homes. Now, if you have the addresses and names of your current customers, simply update that And then make sure you give Cumulus Digital an Excel spreadsheet in any of the formats you see on your screen. And then we can target those households directly across multiple devices. That's right. We take a list of your physical addresses, upload them to the cloud, and then serve them directly to the household of the individual you're looking to target. We do this through a couple of ways. And the first is through display advertising. These are seen on phones, tablets, and desktops. And our campaigns can feature either a static image or a motion image known as HTML5. Creates creative similar to a GIF, if you've seen some of those online. They include several strategies, including identifying your targeted audience by keywords they place in search engines and on different websites across the internet. Plus, we place a pixel or a code on your website so that when someone visits your website, we retarget them with display ads, inviting them back. In fact, 90% of people that visit a website for the first time do not take an action. So our mobile geofencing technology really gives you the ability to not only target them at home, but also the places they visit, supermarkets, fast food, coffee shops, and more. And once that target is identified, we retarget them for 30 days with the ability to show foot traffic attribution, meaning that if they see your ad online, we can track that back to their visit in your physical location. Now, addressable geofencing is considered omnidirectional, meaning that consumers can potentially be targeted through lots of devices, whether they be mobile devices, desktops, tablets, or laptops, or OTT, or connected TV advertising. What is that? Well, think of it as a Fire Stick, a Roku, an Xbox is an OTT device. It stands for over the top, even though it should be called other television technology. But right now, last year in 2021, 72% of all TVs sold had OTT built in. It's known as a connected TV. Now, some of the streaming platforms that are available for sponsored content on a local level include Pluto, Tubi TV, Vizio, Free TV, Prime Video, IMDb, Sling TV. There are so many apps available on these OTT devices for your ad-supported video on demand content. In fact, today there are over 820 million OTT devices in the United States. And let's face it, why would you pay for both cable and internet? Cord cutting is commonplace in 2021. And look at these statistics as proof. 60% of digital buyers plan to shift their linear TV dollars to connected TVs in 2021. And 33% of traditional cable users say they've shifted in the last year. What's the difference between OTT, CTV, and what makes it so powerful versus regular traditional over-the-air linear television? Well, it's your ability to really reach over 70 million TV viewers that are no longer subscribed to cable and deliver those ads to the ideal customer on not just a channel, but multiple channels they may be watching because you're targeting their household. You can either place a 15 or 30-second commercial as well as focus on that call to action and also your tracking. With traditional television, you don't have the ability to watch your reach and frequency. Also, that foot traffic attribution. That's right. How many people saw your ad on an OTT device and then later visited your store? So, the new way of thinking with OTT and connected television is exactly knowing that your audience is watching versus the traditional audience of hoping your audience is watching TV when your marketing message is given to them. So, what is not part of connected TV or over the top devices? Netflix, HBO Max, Disney Plus, Amazon Prime, they don't have advertising because they're subscription based. In fact, Hulu doesn't permit media companies to sell their inventory and will not allow you to, unfortunately, buy their inventory unless you're a massive, big time advertiser who has a multinational brand. And YouTube TV is specifically built for that as well. So with Northern Nevada addressable targeting capabilities, you get to target across all devices, whether it be smart speakers, connected TVs, laptops, tablets, mobile devices, Facebook, email, and location-based marketing. Plus, we have a complete overview of that targeted audience, whether it be their demographics, their political affiliation, their financial realities, their automotive and tender tendencies, or their career. With over 350 personal data points, we can find your ideal audience. Now, how do we prove this? We do it through attribution. First, you're going to get that full consumer match back. We spoke about it earlier, where we're going to give you the name and the addresses of every individual we served a digital ad to. Plus, you'll get our performance dashboard, which tracks your delivery and your engagement with your digital ads. We'll also track your measurement across your website and your Google Analytics. And finally, we're going to watch that in-office visitor attribution. If somebody sees your ad on their mobile device or on their OTT device, we can track that back to your physical location. For more information on all of our options available here at Cumulus Digital, please visit us online, digitalmadeeasyreno.com. That's digitalmadeeasyreno.com. And if you would like to speak with us about OTT advertising and our people-based marketing solutions, feel free to give me an email, joshua.fleming@cumulus.com. That's joshua.fleming@cumulus.com. And we'll have one of our marketing professionals set a meeting with you, and we'll learn about your ideal audience and take our data and combine it to create a very effective people-based marketing advertising campaign for you.